This class also you can record, no?
Yeah. I'm recording it.
Okay.
So today we'll be doing we already learned about how to create, how to do proc contains allowance, vernums. So no doubt alone why we use vernums allowance. This keywords proc contains. This keyword already we run. Once we execute this keyword, it will give you details about the particular data portion about our data sets. We want to gather the detail about particular whole directory. So we always use all underscore all. Done? Yes.
Yeah.
And there also we did this option called vernum to get the variable name into sequential order. Yes. Then we did position sort. Correct.
Yeah.
This was discussed.
Position sort. Yeah.
So whenever we run position sort, it will give you details about a particular data points. How many data points is there, and only the name of a data points. Then today we'll talk about a null. The concept of null is whenever we want to check something, and whenever we don't want to create a data sets, and let's only need to check if the query which we have executed it, if it is worked properly, we'll make it a data set. So
Okay.
it means, so you are using always a keyword called null. So null keyword will use to will use not to create data sets, but every functionality will get executed, and that result will get published at log. So whatever the result is coming up after applying a condition or the query, the result will get displayed at log only.
Okay.
Okay. So let's suppose I am making a dataset new with the reference of set of day.candy. So candy is already exists in my dataset. If I say if, let's suppose, get into this, they have candy. Let's suppose only I'm talking about this particular dataset, Hershey.
Sure.
Let's suppose I'm telling only extracting how many Hershey's there. If brand equal to Hershey, then so now what will happen? All new datasets get created at work. Correct.
I think
Where what's the problem?
brand, the spelling of brand.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
instead of creating a new dataset, we always will use to check what is the result getting published after using this below query. It means the same thing. When you execute this, there will be no dataset get created. Getting it? Let's
Um,
suppose I have deleted this also, and I have executed a query again back. So there is no dataset, but my condition, whatever I wrote it, is working perfectly. So null is specifically tells us not to create any datasets.
But still it will get executed well and log will be created.
Yeah, still not created. We need to provide some instructions so that we can view that result into your logical memory called your log. So for that,
Okay.
always we'll use a keyword called put.
Okay. Put
So
under
put
only put.
underscore all underscores. It means
Only.
I want to get the information about all details, whatever is getting generated. It's only talk about Hershey, not talk
Hello,
about.
Ravi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. It's only talk about Hershey.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
It's the result which we'll see would not be created in a new data set, but we'll see this in the log where we usually check other logs,
Yes.
the same window.
Yeah, and this log is all your logical area where we says only accumulate your codes.
Okay, so is this used for some temporary purpose when
Ye-
we just want to view it for a
Yes,
while?
yes. For that only purpose, we only use null underscore null.
Okay.
So only for testing purpose, we can say whenever you require this data to be extracted in some particular places. Let's suppose I want to
Hmm.
extract whatever the information is generated, I want to convert into txt file, or I want to get as output again back. So I'll saying is file print. So now if I include this keyword called file print, it means I'm not going to use a log memory or log area. When I execute this, this output will get displayed at your output window. So I'm using SAS listing window to view this output again back instead of looking into your log again back. No data set is get created anywhere. Okay. So now if you want to extract this data set as in some particular location with the txt files, so you can provide the location here.
Txt. So Ravi, we will not use print keyword. Only file and then location.
Yeah. No,
That all.
what we did, like if you use file print, it means the file which is getting extracted, you want to print it, and print command we use always to get output into your output window.
Okay.
Displaying
Okay.
about
Got
the
it.
output. See, but we are not using any memory of SAS still now
Hmm.
when I applied. But
Okay.
when I wrote this particular location, it means I'm extracted into particular places, which is here.
So this
Yeah. Got it.
my2.txt file already exists on this location,
No, just now we created it.
or a new file will be created on this location.
Yes, whichever the location you provided it. So it's
No,
only
first we
use.
create a file and then write the name there, or
No, first we provided location, and after location, see we
no,
provide.
Ravi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me.
please go ahead.
So what we did first, we created a file, okay, and we created a
Hmm.
location where we need to save this data. So for that, we provided
Hmm.
instructions below here. What need to be extracted,
Hmm.
Yeah.
correct? If I write, see, again it depends upon how many variables you want it again back. If you want only few variables to be extracted into particular places, you just write a name over there. So I want brand and name only to be extracted.
Okay. So only those columns will be extracted.
Yeah. So again, this data can be again converted into a new data set again back while using your input method. And again, if you want to separate it again back. So this is called your specification of a file location. and here you can provide what type of delimiters you wanted to separate the two particular variable. You can use DLM is equal to comma. Now this is specific questions always asked in your exam. Getting it? This question usually asked in your exam. They'll write over there as like this, whatever the delimiter they provide, and they'll ask what type of output will get generated. Why we are converting this file again back into your txt or whatever it may be, it takes less spaces than your particular structure file. So whenever you're required to convert again back into structure format, from there you can call it back again. So the file is already into a proper format. So only you need to put your list into method or modifying list into method. As per the data again will convert it as your structure query, structure format. So this only used for just for the test purpose. Whenever you have large amount of data, whatever the condition you are applying after condition, what type of data is getting generated. So instead of creating a data set, again checking it and again deleting it, so we can use a log window to always checks whatever the result is getting published. If it is matched with your expectations, you can create again back. You just replace this word with something else. So again data set created over there. Right.
Okay.
So this will get created again. So there's no harm. So this is always comes into your exam alone. Two questions always will be there from this. They'll say if I'm using here DSD, let's suppose, what will happen? Same as D, because DSD always separated with comma. So instead of that,
Yeah,
if you want to separate it with something else, so you have to use only a DLM option over there. So this type of questions always will be there in exam. So here, if you want to extract a file with equal to sign, your name will be method. You just provide name to method over here. It depends how you're gonna extract your file. Again, this can be again converted into a structure format again back. So it doesn't take lots of time to convert again back. If 1 million, 3 million record is there, it will take almost 40 seconds to convert into particular raw structure. Whenever you're converting from raw structure to again into structure, it will take again almost of 1 minute. So there is no problem with
one thing. What I was asking is that file print we are using to create an output in a separate data set.
Yeah, no. Whenever you want to use SAS output window as to look out your output again back.
So and we are using file and then in double quotes the location to create a file where we'll have the output. So can we pull it in an Excel sheet also?
Which Excel sheet?
Yeah, I mean the data that we put.
No, see, for that we already have an option called import and export. So we don't look for this.
Okay, so we will do that. Yeah, we will not need it.
Yeah. Okay. So here we can convert this file always into txt. Mostly time we can convert it to CSV. That's not a problem. But mostly for the purpose of this to convert into a txt format where we have a disk size is very less than your Excel size. So here you can extract it. That's not a problem.
Got it.
But see what happened. Because we are just converting file into raw files. So they're all instructions went off. We don't have anything. We cannot convert the file into a structure formats because just we are converting from a structure to unstructured again back. Let's suppose if I keep all also, for that also it will be same like that. See, because again in structure, again you have to use ASDFF for separating again back this Excel into a particular column wise.
Okay.
So always will give you file into your particular raw file, not into particular Excel or something else. So for that always you have query call to convert from one DBMS to another DBMS.
Okay. So import export will use.
Yeah. So we can use there as your import and export functions, which will help you to convert this files. So this basic.
Ravi, in the same piece of code, we can do multiple things. Is it possible that we are putting it in an unstructured way in a text file and then uh, exporting it to an Excel sheet in a structured file using export?
Yes, yes. See, obviously you can write macro and you can write many codes. You can provide instruction over here like you converted a file into your unstructured and again you write a query for a structure to make them a structure. So below you write query for structure, again you convert into again XLS form, no problem at all.
Okay.
So it depends how many queries you are writing it.
Yeah.
So like you have a step-by-step process there. Let's suppose you have your files into your particular raw sheets. Then first you need to convert into XLS, then just via input method. When your file is got read in a proper way, then convert it to XLS again back or CSV, whatever it may be. But basically the function of null is tells us not to create anything, just only to manipulate and use logs, use your output window, use your external file where you want to save a file. And if it is looks fine, then you just replace the underscore null underscore by something by name. So the new dataset get created.
Created, yeah. The way we are doing now, GHT.
Yes. So here we have used, let's suppose I have used, then I have created a new variable called yes. I'm just applying a condition. After condition applied, I want to extract the data. Call. All yeses got extracted. Let's see why this is gap in between. Not to convert in this txt. Size of a cell, that's not a problem. But the value is assigned. Let's suppose, let me check again back. If I keep the name of a brand over here.
And so brand will be
Yeah, few name was very big. That's why it was taking a size. This name was something like that. Because now we are using conditional statement, na? So that it gives a value for yes and no for everyone.
yeah.
You can look, see what happened with this. Yes, new thing is got created, and we are reading a condition. We are applying a condition. If condition is true for them, they are putting as yes. For other, they are putting as blank. Yes.
Yeah.
So this only the purpose of to check, not to create something else into your physical memory. So whenever you require to check something, you can always use this put or underscore null underscore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here after that we have option called rename. So rename already we discussed. Rename function. Use rename only used for converting old name as a new name. Let's suppose sometimes if you are merging a two data sets, so existing data sets have ID and a new data set have employee ID. So while merging it, you need to convert this employee ID to be into ID or ID to be into employee ID. So in between a programming, you need to rename it, and after rename it, SAS will understood you are giving a primary key into both the table as ID, so that it go and merge it again back. So rename functions convert old name as a new name. Let's suppose I have data new set as day.candy. So I'm using rename for brand equal to new brand. This when I'm using into particular with the new programming concept. So what will happen? The name of a variable has got changed.
Okay.
Or the case of this, you can use also like this, where you can apply rename
Set maybe one parenthesis is missing, I guess.
brand.
In the data new thing.
Yes, but
No. That's not a problem. Problem is with
why it's not a problem, Ravi?
see
Before rename, we have a bracket.
rename brand brand. Correct. But what is happening is we are extracting a data, but we are just because here nothing is there in particular set. So here we cannot use rename function.
Okay.
Rename we need to apply below itself only. We can't apply on top. So this needs to always write it below itself. So what we did first, we have created a new dataset called new, and we
Okay.
have
Yeah.
inserted everything into new. Then after that we applied a function called rename is equal to
Rename.
brand is equal to something.
So we cannot use a rename along with set.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is another way. Another is there. Function is here. We use as label. Label means it's a subname of a variable. Let's suppose sometime what happens, we keep a data like a particular column name as a small like EMP ID, but there is extension name called employee ID. So sub name of a variable, another name of variable we can say. So keeping another name of variable, there is no restrictions. You can keep up to 256 characters. So the max length 256 you can keep.
Can you repeat this? What is the purpose of label?
See, label is just a subname of a variable. See, every particular name have a subname, and subname is not going to contribute anything into your particular dataset. It's only just used for the display. Whenever you require,
Alias kind of other
yeah,
name of organization.
yes. So the label maximum size you can keep up to 256. Whereas in variable name size we can keep up to 32 character only, max to max. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the restrictions, and here SAS naming rule methodology is not getting followed here while creating of a label name.
Okay. The one we use for usual data, normal
Yes,
data.
and this label
Okay.
always used into your particular report creation formats. Let's suppose people like
Okay.
clients or whatever they wanted employee name should be printed as, not EMP name should print in your particular report. So there we always use label. We don't use again a variable name. So label you can keep as much as long as 256. So data set new. This also a part of attribute.
Yeah, got it.
Let's suppose I'm keeping as for brand. Brand is there. New brand is there. Label always come into double quotes. Label always comes into quotation marks. And this size of a
Okay.
label you can keep up to 256.
Company brand. Okay. Understood.
Okay, let's suppose I'm keeping long also.
So, Ravi, what we did is that in the previous set of code lines, we renamed brand as new underscore brand, and then for the purpose of creating a report, we labeled as it as company brand. That will come in only the report. In the
Yes.
data set, it will be the same as new underscore brand,
Yeah.
but in the
Yeah.
report, it will come as company brand.
Yeah. Whenever we want to do any conditional programming or whenever we want to apply a condition to a particular column, we always have to
Yeah.
use only a name, not a label. So variable
Yeah.
name always
Got
has
it.
counted as. Whenever I execute
Yeah.
this, I have used what this but one second. I have to remove new wires. Okay. Just need to work. New brand. Okay, brand is there. Okay. Hello. I'm audible.
Yeah,
Ravi,
you're
we
audible.
had, yeah, you are audible. We had renamed it as new underscore brand. Na? We
Hmm.
did it in some other,
Yeah, that's why I was.
okay, we did it for other data set.
Yeah, new 4. So we are not using new 4 again back.
Yeah.
So if you look the size of this particular brand name is almost of, how much size is there? 18. But if you go and look back, your particular column size is almost a 30. So there's no effect. Okay. So label is not affecting to the particular column. So
Why we have used set new here?
no, what happened now? I was created a new before. I was calling it new. I was not calling new 4. Let's suppose I call new 4, which is created by previous 4. New 4 is created. So we can use this new no data set. Why? Okay, new 4 having new brand as a name. So here you delete this.
New BRN.
Yeah. So here we can use new 4 and here new 3 and here I have to use new underscore brand. So now
It's BRND.
okay.
Okay.
Correct now. Correct.
Yeah, right.
Now we have that is progress.
Ravi, one basic question here. Got a little confused. Data new 3, we are uh, creating a new data set, right? And the set new for what we are exactly doing?
This is already created. New 4 you're talking it. So
No,
see,
I'm just trying to understand what data new 3 is doing and what set new 4 is doing.
what we did from day.candy, we have created a new data set new 4.
New 4, okay.
Okay. And here into data new, we are creating a new data set again back.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here we are using a label for particular variables.
Yeah.
As this. So create new data set and this. So now what will happen once you execute proc print command? For new 3 and run, this will always give you data portion details. It will not give you about attribute details. So whenever you execute this proc print command, you always getting a variable name to be printed as first. Not label will be the preferences over here. Getting it? So preference is always to use name, not a label name.
Okay.
But in report, preference is always a label, not a name. If label is not there, then only we'll use a name. But in proc print, always preference as to use name, not a label. But in proc print, if you want to use a label to be displayed, which is there as permanent. See, whenever we write any, we also can create labels into proc print also. But whenever you create any label into proc print, that will be temporary, not permanent. Because whatever we are creating through data sets, that will be permanent.
Okay.
Let's suppose I created a new label over here. Let's suppose a label for new 3 for name.
Yeah.
EMP name. Okay. So this particular label is not there into permanent dataset, and whenever we say proc print, it always takes their name as a variable name to be displayed. So whenever we execute this particular thing, see name as it is coming up. So whenever you want to use a permanent label to be displayed, let's suppose I am commenting this, I'm not going to use. Whenever you want to display a permanent label to be printed as in your output form, so you have to use label as a keyword again back. So it means whatever the permanent labels are available, or whatever the label you're declaring it, that will get displayed over here again back. This was a permanent label which we have created into dataset lines. So now the preference is label first. If label is not there, then name will come as second. Correct?
Right.
Then when we declare this, it means I am creating a temporary label, not a permanent label. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So this label is permanent. Always a permanent. When you're declaring any label command into proc procedures, that always will be a temporary. Whatever you created through a dataset programming, that will be a remain into datasets. So it means that one is permanent, this one is temporary. So again, these two questions will come up, same like that. They will be writing this particular query and they'll asking what type of label is created. Is it temporary or permanent? So always it's a temporary. So whenever I'm not declaring this and output is declared as new label, something as label, it means something which is there into permanent datasets that is getting displayed via label command. Sometimes what happened na, someone created a label and they provide your dataset. So you wanted to know what type of label they created. So whenever you apply label, you get to know what label is there into particular dataset. So you will be running query, one is without label and one is with label. When you run without label, you will be getting all those names. So if you want to check what type of label he applied, so you can again keep label again back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna use a format. Clear na? This label.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, one more keyword is there, SPL, split. Split what does automatically space whenever you say split as a keyword. So whenever we apply a split keyword, because this type of question again they'll ask again back. So whenever you apply, instead of label, you applied a split function. So a split will encounter whenever the space encounter into particular label. After that space encounter, they'll split that particular upcoming value to into next lines or string into next line. So by default, you have
Which line, Ravi?
label.
This is the
Label.
name of the label
Yeah,
or the
only
data.
no. Label only it will get hit. Let's see. What happened. See.
Okay, okay.
Previously, as per the column size, they was dividing it. Now the dividation, it comes as per the space whenever encountering it. So instead of that, let's suppose I have used some delimiter inside of that. Suppose I have used dollar. So I want to split after dollar only.
Okay.
Getting it? So this
Yeah.
help you again into reports, which lines to be into tops, middle, center. You can make it. Getting it? If I say another delimiter call ampersand, I have to declare ampersand. Employee name of
Separately.
work. Why ampersand? Acha. Okay. You have to take only a special one delimiters, not many delimiters you can add.
Okay.
Okay.
Ampersand is not a by default delimiter.
No, no, no. Here we are using only a single delimiters. We can apply only
Okay.
with whom your data has got segregated. So the split function will encounter whenever the particular delimiter
Yeah.
sign. So after that, the word will get split into next line automatically.
So even if we have to split it in 3 lines, we'll use the same delimiter twice.
Yes. So let's suppose if I use getting it.
Yeah.
So this two question specifically the last, which we are learning split how it's working out. So this will be almost this two question they'll ask. One label splitting and your when you're using split with your any particular delimiters. So how the output is
Yeah.
getting generated again back. Okay. Now again today again we'll discuss about your format. See, previously we were learning about whenever we get data into, like, let's suppose we have received a date into particular format called DDMMY10 dot, but I wanted to display into something as date as like this. Let's suppose data new input date. So we will not able to read this particular date, correct? And I wanted this date to be as in numeric only. So we need to first apply a in format to tell SAS to read it again back into the same format which I want it to be, correct? So in format, it's a keyword which is used to read and convert this value into SAS formats. Correct? So now the value which you are able to see, this value is called date value, and which is into numeric. How SAS is converting this? As per 1 Jan 1960, which is taken as base date called 0. If any value, let's suppose 2 Jan 1960, so it means this value is 1. When I say any value of 31st DC 1959, always into minus symbol. So as per this only the values get converted. Whatever the instruction we provided it, SAS will convert this value as per the value from 1962 till this date. So if I say value is over here as 01, 01, and take as 02, 7, 1960. We receive a value called 6.
Okay.
So this value is getting converted as per this particular format. So this is a predefined conversion format.
So this is a fixed thing.
Yeah.
Or we define it now.
No, this is, see, when SAS is built their own company and they was fixed this particular date as a fixed date. From that particular date only the conversion is happening. Okay. So as per this date conversion is happening it. But what is happening it? We applied in format which tells us. It means date column should read the value into numeric format. Correct? Because so that we can further do calculation, we can calculate age, we can calculate the difference between two dates, we can calculate from the today's sales or tomorrow's sales. Yes. Hello. We can write again comma y dot. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
So understood till now. So why we use informat. Informat is to read.
Yes, yes.
And format is used to display. Let's suppose for this example, what we did, we read this value into dollar symbol. It means we are ignoring. If you take a layman sense, we're just ignoring the extra things which we are adding it, and only we are just reading a values. So whenever we applied informat dollar 5 dot, so 5 dot means the length of particular values. You can increase also, you cannot decrease, you can increase. So if I say here, let's suppose if I apply a dollar over here, you will be getting only value with 2000. Data set is uploaded. So we got 2000. Correct? So it means we just ignore that particular symbol which was there into left hand side. So if I say to put comma, so it means you need to include this comma. If you go to the USA standard, it's considered from right to left. So every 3 digits they keep comma again back. So here comma will come again. So we need to get output like this, where comma should come. So whenever you want to get this output like this, so you have to include this comma word, comma as a byte also, 1 byte also. So you need to provide the length also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're providing 4, this will give you a wrong output again back. What happened? We have not included comma into that. So if you give a specific length with including that particular comma, then only it will give you a correct output. Where is that? 1 second. Okay. So format keyword is used to customize your particular output, the way which you want to look. Correct? So format always will be used.
Display purpose.
Yes, format always will be helpful to you. Let's suppose if you want to make your data to be into intervals. Okay, let's suppose you have data called candy, and for this particular data set called candy, you wanted this particular calories to be converted into intervals. Let's suppose if value fall between 100 to 200, we'll make as new name for the particular new variable called yes. Correct? So we just use this to convert it back again. So it means again only just to display, not to hit and change their properties again back. Let's suppose if you go to SAS user mix, yes. So we have value called sex, and the value which we received in terms of male and females. So we just need to convert this value with your full form, let's say. So you need to design a format. So starting with format. So always start with proc format. It's a keyword again back. If you want to design your own format. Previously what format we use, it was predefined by SAS. If you want to use your own format to be displayed again back. So we start keyword with proc formats, and we assign a value. Okay, so we're gonna assign something into that particular format. So here the name of a format is comma. So here also we'll keep name of a format. If you are creating a character formats, so you have to include a character symbol. So here we only use for numeric formats. So we haven't include a symbol of dollar symbol. So let's suppose I'm creating a format for age. So I don't include a particular symbol in front of particular age name. Okay. Then you need to assign for what value what particular comment should come. Let's suppose if you go for this, we have age column. Okay. So I want to create if age fall between 10 to 20 should display as or 10 to 30. So it means I am just, whenever we're going to apply this format, okay, so we are going to apply into numeric variables. So that's why I'm considering whenever you look 10 to 30 into particular data set, value between 10 to 30, you just display them as young. So if I say 30 to high as old.
Ravi, the spacing is only for indentation, right?
Yes, yes, yes. But now see, we have applied 10 to 30. It means here also we are considering 30. Here also considering we are 30.
50.
So this will give you again a wrong output. So always you say below than 30. Here 30 will not get considered.
Exactly.
For this 30 and high will get considered. So whenever we execute this particular syntax, now if you go work, there is a new folder got created called formats. So now we are designing own formats. Now we are going to apply. So format you can apply anywhere. You can apply into data steps query. You can apply into proc steps query also. So let's suppose proc print data is equal to your mix dot admit format of age or age dot. So whenever you're gonna see, whenever you're going to apply a format, so we always use dot. Dot is used to refer a format.
Okay.
So now when I execute this particular program, now output is got changed.
Yeah.
So this is called your creating your
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
creating your own formats, and you can use it anywhere. So here also you can create any type of format. Let's suppose if you want to create a character formats, we have created a numeric format. Let's suppose proc format. So whenever you're going to create a character format, you need to apply a dollar. It means you are going to create a character format. So again, you're going to apply if male. So this is case sensitive. As per the data availability, you just give a values. So you're going to convert as male. So this is called as data dictionary conversion also, wherein we convert this value into some format. So now both the format. But see, this both format you cannot view it again back. If you want to view, there is again procedures. So let's suppose I want to apply format 4 again for dollar dot. So this also can be done through if condition also, but you need to provide many conditions. So instead of that, you create a format whenever you required, will apply. And format, yes. So format only apply to the value if present. If value is not present, format will not apply to the particular value also. Let's suppose if I have created this and where I set 30 to 40, if value is fall above than that, for that we will not able to apply a format. 40 is value, that's correct. So let's suppose if I executed this. see.
Yeah.
So same case as you can do it again back. So now whatever the format you are applying it, which one you are creating it, it's getting saved into work. It means already we knew it, work is a temporary file.
Okay.
When you close your session, that file will get deleted from the particular location itself. So if you want to save any format to the permanent location, you just use a single word called lib, or you can write library itself as a long way. Lib is equal to where you want to save it. Let's suppose I want to save this format into particular J or mix. We'll save into mix. Let's say mix. Now it's permanent now. So whenever you're opening sessions and whatever the format you created it, if you know it, you can run it anytime. So let's suppose you have created a format for employee ID. Whenever I say in particular column of employee ID, name should display. You have only a column called employee ID, and you have already created a format. Instead of employee ID, their name should print as. So that type of format also we can create. Whenever it's there, we can refer it back again. So this is the way where we have saved a format. If you want to look at the format features, whatever format is created, so you can view by format. Let's suppose I'll check by work dot format. Let's talk about in your particular library or your particular work library.
Yeah.
The two formats are available. One with the name of age, one with the name of $text. Okay, and they have mentioned each and everything. Start of the format, end of the format. Okay, size of the format, number of values is there. When it's created, everything is mentioned.
Entire description of it.
Yes. So through that only later also you can edit it this one. You have option to edit this also later. So this is the way where we can create the format again back. So you can use this format again for your, like let's suppose you have comment section and you have extracted data from particular survey report where you have many comments, or you have a specified list of comment option where people or person selected and they have commented it. Let's suppose not good, bad, very bad. So you have many options there. So as per that option, you have received many data. And whenever whenever you want to do any analysis, you need to convert this value into a numerical format. It means you need to convert this value into 0, 1, 1, 0, whatever it may be. So in that case, you need to again create a format. When value is 0, you should consider as good. So you create different type of format, and that format will again, when you apply into particular column, that value will get converted as 0 and 1. But see what happened. Let's say we have applied that age format data new to the permanent data sets. Let's suppose that I applied for mix.admit. Okay, then format applied to the particular age for age dot, correct, and run the new f. As already knew, whenever we apply format, the value display will be changed, but if you go and see backend, the type remains same as numeric.
Yeah.
Same as earlier we did. In format is used to read, and format is used to display.
Right.
Getting it?
Yeah, but it will not change the property of the
Because see, anyhow we're gonna use calculation again back later.
Right.
Hmm?
Yeah, right.
So understood. I
Yeah.
think it's easy, not hard for you
Yeah,
alone.
yeah, it's not difficult.
So there's more format range, is available. Okay, so you can consider as whenever say low to 10, it means a value which consists of minus and below than 10. It comes under low to high, low to 10. So whenever we say 20 to high, from starting from 22, whatever the data values are available, that will comes under this particular formats. Getting it? So I guess any problem till now?
So low and high are basically less than equal to types,
Yes.
less than or greater than types.
Yes. When we say 10 to your low to this particular symbol as 30. So if value fall, like if a value is available into a particular column as minus 10, it also consider as. So instead of that, we don't want to write it again back. So if value fall less than 30, plus 30, or from low to till 30, it will consider as into particular column. So we can keep as something whatever you want to comment it. Okay.
Okay.
So just format is used to, I'll go through again back. Format is used to customize your particular output as what you wanted it. Correct. So we can create two type of format, and there is a way to save a format into particular section. Like let's suppose you want to save into particular library, you can create it over there. If you want to check the properties of formats, you have this keyword to check the properties of formats.
We can create it in the, we have created it in proc content right now. We can create it in data as well, right?
No, we can apply, but the way creation is different. Apply, we can apply into anywhere. You can apply into data steps also, you can apply into proc steps also.
But for creating, you have to create it in proc content.
Yeah, you have to write proc format you have to use. If you want to create your own format, you have to start with proc formats, then where you want to save it. Okay, and what value you need to assign for the particular age. Okay, so here value keyword is used, assign this particular intervals and keep this information to age again back. So whenever we apply this age as a format for the particular variable, that description will get outputted again back. That's why we have created this age and we applied below age. So whenever we look for the age was there as a numerical column. So we said whenever the same intervals which we created, as per that you just give me output what is there available. The format is matched with the particular things, then output will get generated. Same as whenever you go to any hotels, okay, 5 people visited a hotel, some people like something, some people like something. In menu, some items not match with the people who liked it, so might be he won't order it, he'll be sitting idle. So format it design at one times, you can apply it anywhere wherever you want it. So this format you can apply it if you thought okay I need to apply for the another data set, you can apply it, but that particular column should be available. it means where you're applying it. So format, you can recall it anywhere. It's not restricted. You can apply into somewhere. So you create your own format. Whenever it required, you can apply it again back. Now, now there is options whenever we apply a format. Okay. Whenever you apply a format, it always search from work. Let's suppose I have deleted this work file. So we don't have format saved into work. Correct? We have format into particular library called mix. Correct? So mix have age. Now if I execute this particular program, now what happened? The format age was not found or could not be loaded. So the by default behavior to find a format which you are created it, user defined formats, always will search from work library. Okay, but if you are saving into a permanent library, so we need to use a global statement. Global statement is there. Once you define, it will be remain there for the till sessions. For that, always we use options as a keyword to change the property of a default behavior into your choice. Let's suppose the default behavior of format to be searched from work. So we say fmt search. Format is getting searched from work, and now I am going to change the default behavior from work to particular library. I said to search a format from particular library called mix. I've applied. Why this error? No error. Now execute this. Red sex is not there. Talk about sex. Getting it? See, I can, when I say this as work, now if I apply, getting it? No. Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when, see, when this format automatically will get searched by default from work. Whatever the format is getting saved, SAS have a default behaviors to search only from work, not from anything else. So if you want to change the default behaviors, you need to change their options. Getting it?
Yeah.
So for changing in options, because option is called as global statements. Once you define, it will be there for the till sessions. So now I am just telling to search your particular formats only from work, only from your mix library. So now default behavior is got changed. Now after that, if I apply proc print, now we'll get output again back. So whenever you're creating a format and whenever you're saving this format into particular library, whenever you want to call it back again, so you need to define a option, a global statement, the search behavior to be changed as from particular library. So if you have 3 more libraries there, you need to write a name. You need to write all this name. Getting it?
Ravi,
Yes.
yeah, getting it. You have to leave for somewhere. I mean, I have some other.
Okay. It's
So
done.
just wanted to
No, it's
leave
done.
it here.
I'll be sending you a book. Okay. So in that book,
Okay.
you need to complete. There is a till 5 chapter we have discussed already. Okay, you need to finish and you need to send.
Is this that 9.1.3 or it's some other book?
No, it's a SAS learning by example. Give Ron Cody book. It's a prescribed
Okay,
book of
okay,
SAS again.
okay,
Okay, the fifth chapter till now fifth chapter we already discussed. You go through it again back.
okay,
Which chapter you are getting again problem? We'll discuss it again back. And you need to solve
Okay.
all those exercise and send me back. That will be fine
Okay.
for
okay.
me and that will fine for you also, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We will
Okay,
Okay.
practice.
okay. Thanks for the day.
Thank
For
you.
today, you'll share the recording.